Hello out there. I'm going to tell you people what kind of weed eater string to use in a Ryobi weed eater 2-cycle gasoline engine weed eater. This one, I believe, let's see, is a 22cc, I believe. I've had it for about a year. I love it. I love it. You should get you one. I mean, I mowed my whole backyard with mine yesterday just to test out the new weed eater string I bought. Now, the reason I'm making this video, I'm going to show y'all the weed eater and the 2-type string I've got here. The reason I made it, because I wanted to simply, I still got a lot of the factory 080 weed eater string in it, enough to probably last me 2 more years. I do landscaping about every 3 weeks on my property here in Houston, Texas. But I looked on YouTube and I looked on Amazon. You know, I would type in Ryobi 2-cycle gas engine weed eaters string size. I would type that into YouTube. Nowhere in the universe, not even on YouTube, could I find anybody with a 2-cycle Ryobi to say use 065, 080, 095, or 105 size string. You know? And I haven't used weed eaters a lot in my lifetime. I never actually depended on them. I came from a not a poor family, but a very conservative family, to where you use a large knife to edge your sidewalk and edge by your driveway. Yeah, and I did it by hand for years. I'd get on my hands and knees and all on the edges of the sidewalk, do it by hand. You know, I think it was good exercise. Maybe I should have kept doing it. But the weed eater, you know, it's actually fun to use. But people, if you've got one like mine, a 2-cycle gas, okay, mine came, I found out by experimenting, because nowhere is the size marked on the spool or the container on this weed eater. So what I had to do, I ordered 065 string, you know. Okay, I got it. Yeah, a person could probably use it, but it's very small compared to what I already had in here. Alright, that was $19.21. A good price. Here it is. It's actually a good price. It's by Max Edge, and there's 300 feet of this stuff. I mean, that's pretty good. And I could probably use it, but it's just too small. It's too small, you know. Because I'd rather have something bigger, you know. And okay, so and I compared it to what I had, and what I had was bigger, you know, that's already on there. Oh, come here, you. Yeah, there we go. Okay. See, here's the string that's on here. It came with it. Feels like it's got bubbles on the string. Okay, this has to be, it's definitely bigger than that string that I ordered. This is about twice as big. But the 095, and this does good, I gotta say, it does good. No problemo, man. I mean, I'm sure Arnold Schwarzenegger might agree. But anyway, cool there. But the 095, this is commercial string. They got it in yellow and orange, and it's a 2-pack, a total of 200 feet of string, which is good. I got it for a good price, $16 with tax and shipping included. And it's by HELE Pro is what it's back, and it's commercial weed eater string. Okay. Now this is a little bigger than what is in here now. But the reason I know it fits, I took my spool loose, took it out, took all this string off, and I tried to run this through the holes on the side and through the center of the spool, like the way these go. Fits, goes right through there. It fits, so You can use, here's what you can use on this 2-cycle Ryobi. Use 080 or 095. Use 080 or 095. These might even take up to 0 or 105, but I wouldn't want to push that. It might be too big for the holes or whatever. I'd stop at 095, but this is my 095, and I'm happy with this. This cuts it. This cuts the mustard, okay? Now, I'm going to show y'all what kind of chainsaw I've got here. Come here, baby. Come here. I'm getting old. I'm age 62 and I'm lazy. I am lazy. Okay, it says 2-cycle. The head of this angel is green. And these always start up. They always start up, you know. I like that. Let me see what CC. I think it's 22 CC. Let me see. Okay, it's the full crank model 2-cycle Ryobi. And why don't these people put the CC on these? Oh God, why don't they do that? Let me see, where are you at? I'm trying to look here, looking for a CC. Press 10 times set to squeeze and hold this, shoot, pull. This is starting instructions. Okay. Well, I'm almost positive it's a 22 cc. I know it's got plenty of power for just about anything the person would want to use. Hell, with this 080 string and this weed eater, I cut down some bamboo shoots the other day in my backyard. Just for the heck of it, I held it up and it sliced right through a couple of bamboo shoots. .22 cc, I guess. Hell, I don't know. I mean, I'd swear by this brand though. I've had Foulons, you know, and they were a son of a bitch to get started. This baby starts easy. You know, I like it. It has a 3-way choke, full choke. You know, you click the lever, you know, and you prime it 10 times from the prime bulb. It's a 40 to 1 mixture. Oil, you know, but you can use 50 to 1 mixture. You know, you can do that on these too. A lot of pros, they'll tell you that really doesn't matter. Actually, the more oil, the better off you are. So it would be better to go, I would believe, use more parts oil, you know, would be your better deal. Because you don't want a dry connecting rod or a dry cylinder wall in a 2-cycle engine. You want it to get enough oil. It's easier to change a oil-filled spark plug than to change an engine, right? Okay. But she's a good weed eater. I mean, let's see if I can give you a better view here, you know, or whatever. I do have cataracts. I'm due for eye cataracts, so it's hard for me to see, you know. I'm sorry I can't do the CCs, but I know it's 22 or something like that. I know that, you know, my memory, I can't even fucking find that on YouTube anywhere. That's why I'm offering this information for y'all. Now, the way to load the string in these, I don't want to go through this shit again. But here's the cutting teeth, you know, the length of your string. You just get your string. You can load this actually from the outside. You don't even have to take the spool out. The way this works, you run like 12 feet of string, like in this model, for example, and you get the ends equal. And you don't even have to loosen this nut with a screw on it. You just start turning this to the right. And based on the fact that this turns counterclockwise when it cuts, see, it tightens it and it won't come loose or come back on you. See this, and it clicks while you're turning it clockwise. And it pulls the string into the double groove spool, and you keep turning it till you get this length. It's actually, I think it's one of the better designs. You know, it's much easier, you know, to load the weed eater string and, you know, but it's a good one. As far as how to load the string on these, being that I didn't demonstrate how to load the spring, just look at weed eater string loading, you know, because you need to learn, like, there might be a time, like, you might have to take the spool out. You can take the spool out on that one, unscrew the bolt and all that, and there may come that time, you know, if something got jammed or whatever, you're going to need to do that anyway. And so there's plenty of videos on YouTube on that, how to load string in your weed eater. Okay, I think I covered it. I think I told y'all 200 feet of this, which will probably last me 20 years if I live that long. I just like having backup. You know, anything I've got, I like to have backup, you know. I'm not a person that, you know, runs out of something and like, oh no, I got to go to the store, I got to get this, I got to drive to the hardware store. You know, I will compare prices and get something cheaper and get what I need, and I'll have this for backup. And even if this weed eater, you know, died or, you know, whatever, had a major catastrophe, I would order another weed eater, and I'd be able to use this, and then if this was too big, I could use this over here. But this would probably work in any size weed eater I would choose if anything ever happened to this one, because I'm going to want something a little bigger, you know, not a little bitty electric weed eater. And, you know, I'm going to want the gas operated, something that's peppy enough, you know, to do some super work. You know, like to cut the sides of my triple wide driveway out by the street curb, you know, where my garden stops and my lawn starts, my backyard, my patio deck, rather than wrestle my lawnmower on my patio deck. See, I can just weed eat that area. You know, it's like, oh, I don't know, 30 feet one way, 30 feet width, you know, like that from the back of my sliding glass doors. And then the large mass area backyard, hell, well, then I use the lawnmower for that, you know. But anyway, cool, and cheers everybody, and all that good stuff. And anything else? Yeah, don't drink, and don't drive drunk. Be careful who you date, and be perfect like I am. I'll talk to y'all later. Love and all that stuff.